Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome tonight to the final of what has been a three-part series in this grand finals in the ALG League. We, of course, need to inform you right now that we are indeed playing tonight, and we are, of course, going to be tied 1-1 at the series. Now, yesterday was a beautiful match, a 3-1 display coming from ADS Gaming, really bouncing back from their 3-1 loss the previous match to Violence, which means one thing: we're going to be going to a Game 3, a Friday grand final. Chase, how are you feeling?
I'm absolutely stunned about what happened yesterday with the tie-up and everything like that, because I think, I thought coming off of day one that, the 3-1 scoreline was dominant enough that, Violence would just take that momentum and ride it all the way through and finish things off on the Thursday. But magically, we are back here for a Friday after some very strong Hardpoint. I think the Hardpoint was the best that I've seen out of this ADS Gaming side this entire league long, especially for them to put up that kind of a caliber performance up against the contesting #1 Hardpoint team in the entire league, that's Team Violence. I thought that was absolutely stellar. And today what we have on the cards is another cracker, another banger, and we have two of the most interesting maps, I believe, between these two teams, in terms of, obviously seeing them go toe-to-toe on. And what maps might those be there, Connie?
Well, only two. It's going to be Gunrun and Petro throughout the entirety of it. You've got Petro, but we are going to be seeing more or less some balanced Call of Duty, because these maps, if anything, have got more consistency to them. A Gunrun and Hardpoint again for the third consecutive day. No problem there whatsoever. Petrograd S&D, we have seen ADS, of course, still look invincible, still undefeated. Violence, however, do seem to look a little bit stronger in this map, in particular on this certain game mode. Gunrunner Domination. Again, certain people play the exact same strat over and over again, so we're going to be seeing a lot of A-B hooks, maybe even, a C retake, but, you're going to be seeing a lot of B action for the entirety of the first half. Petrograd Hardpoint, I'm pretty sure that was the one that ADS actually took.
Yeah, ADS Gaming were actually able to take that one, but they were, in the midst of all the success on Petrograd, able to also drop the Domination, which I think it was a bit of a drop of the ball too. I feel like ADS Gaming had it from the first half, and they really could have closed out that series 3-0, but we saw, once again, a phenomenal performance, and why you can't let the side of Team Violence warm up at all. And they warmed up crazy, and their guns were just smoking, especially with, I believe, massive B hold at the end, and even a triple cap that came in. It was just muy caliente. Connie, is there any I'm having a bit of issue with your audio right now. Maybe I might have
Really
muted
comes down
myself.
to one thing.
There we go. Now we can hear you, Connie. My apologies.
Thank you very much. As far as things are now, what I was saying: Gunrunner, Petro, Gunrunner Violence, 90% win record, ADS undefeated in S&D. The 90% win record comes from that Hardpoint Gunrunner. Really is a treat for everyone to see and to know. But Chase, in your honest opinion, how strong do Violence need to be to really try and close it out here, or in vice versa, can ADS take this through?
I think right now it still, even though it's a 1-1 series and ADS Gaming won the second matchup in the series, I feel like the ball is still in the court of them to have to answer being the lower seed going into this one. They have to win. They were down. They lost the first series of this one, and now we're on to that championship Friday. Sounds unfamiliar to say that. Definitely a bit weird, but new things happen, and we're experiencing new things in 2020. But I think that it's not going to be necessarily a new light that we're going to have in this one. I think that still the papers, the stats, they still favor Team Violence heavily, even after yesterday's performance from ADS Gaming, taken into consideration, and the substitution of Hackop coming in, who still didn't seem to find a massive foothold. I don't think he broke the top two in shining players for ADS across the four maps that they played. At the end of the day, I still think, going into this series, that Team Violence still has a bit of the edge.
Well, Violence, of course, will have the edge as they are the more experienced in respawn. However, they haven't really changed much. I mean, of course, you had Alan interview at the very end of the Wednesday series or the Wednesday day one. He was, of course, respecting the opponents in ADS and how they could come back and bring it back, and they brought it back. You know, they've got a lot of self awareness and a lot of grit, really, to to sort of see through yesterday. But if they want to win today, they need to take it by the balls a bit here and just try and get themselves an S&D under their belt. And that's hard against ADS because they've been invincible for the most part. Definitely experienced in that game mode. But when you look more into the actual team setups, I think ADS have changed a lot. They've adapted as well as the teams, have been trying to keep up to the level of violence and authenticity the entire time. ADS have been a team that were consistently third, now looking to try and come through and win it. Not out of harm's way or out of reach, but when it comes to looking into how they all want to break it down, a lot's going to need to happen. So I'll just say the two important things that ADS needs to do to win, as far as as far as it's concerned, keep the momentum going, stick to the basics, and keeping them really good, because they sometimes can overcomplicate things a little bit, especially in the S&D. You're going to be seeing players like aim push out a little bit too far, losing a blood, but nonetheless, the sniper in hand has always been a good trade out. But as far as the two things for team violence, a serious overhaul mentally, going and tying the series up as far as ADS is concerned. They've got the advantage mentally. And I'd just definitely look into, keeping things checked. Not necessarily like, changing the way to play, but just making the little things are there. The comms are there, the lanes are watched, and the picking up, because there's not much picking up going on.
Yeah, but one of the things I just wanted to make sure that I actually got off my chest, and I know me and you were both talking about this a bit, obviously before today's broadcast, and that's that again, we hope you guys, at the end of the day, enjoyed the entirety of the ALG League, regardless of tonight's results. For both these team supporters and fans, everybody in chat, we hope you guys enjoyed everything, and at the end of the day can continue to be, positive about everything. There were technical difficulties we've dealt with throughout the entire league, but you guys have been patient for the most part, and we truly do thank those of you that have been patient throughout it all, and we hope you guys continue to enjoy today's action, even if there are technical difficulties that come in and out of it. Hopefully I think 95% of certainty, that we won't have those, but they do happen. And Connie, I just had a big question I wanted to ask you about the CDL recently coming out with new information on the challenger side of things for Cold War. How excited for you are you about that, and what great stuff can these teams now that have been competing in the ALG throughout the league, growing, getting ready for Cold War, what can they expect to maybe come out of or to see in the Cold War what is it, CCL? Yeah, CCL.
That's College Card League. That is the voluntary.
Or not yeah, I was thinking Challengers, sorry for the second C, but yeah, CDC, that's what it is, CDC.
Well, CDC is changing a little bit now. We're going to be having two separate entities. In December, we're going to be having what we like to call a almost like a shake-up, really. From the 15th to the 18th of December, the top 8 seeded teams, I'm pretty sure it's how they're base it off of, are going to be drafted in and whacked in a mixer and drawn out with 4 different, 4 people in 8 different teams, and they're going to be almost interviewed and grilled and playing against each other like it's some sort of, or dare I say, like a tryout almost, just for a CDL team. It's a great step for the recruitment drive.
Is that the coach thing? Is that the coaching thing that you're talking about?
Yeah, that's the 8 professional league coaches hopping in and just sort of get to know everyone. Really.
Yeah, so the draft, the what is it called? I think they called it it's like a combine or an amateur draft, amateur player draft, right?
It's not the amateur player draft. I do forget the name, unfortunately, because when I was looking into it, I was more focused on the elite side of things. And we'll get.
That one. Yeah, that's an interesting one too.
Now, as far as things are, that's gonna happen in December. 3 days. Players have the option to actually pick up and look out for one another, and dare I say it, actually try and get on a franchise. But then again, it comes down to the franchise's preference. No, they want, but if it's a tryout and these players are getting a chance to get it, and then it really is, it could be life-changing for them. However, Chasey, you are going to be looking more into the elite side of things, and the elite side of things is one thing in particular. Now, that is going to be almost like a league setup of everyone that's done really well consistently, and that's going to run throughout the majority of it. But I think looking more into looking more into the actual way that Challengers is this year, it's definitely going to be different. However, it's going to be a good change.
Now, for all these organizations that competed in the ALG League and that are going to try their hardest to get involved and get the most exposure out of the CDC, the Call of Duty Challengers League, what can you expect that these sort of teams need to do? And will it be worthwhile for them to potentially invest on maybe purchasing a few new players to bolster their rosters and give them a better chance at getting into those big highlight positions? Because I don't know, I'm a little worried that the CDL is going to continue to overshadow everything so majorly, and we're not going to see enough support from a casted match sort of situation for the challengers this year.
I understand that slightly, but you've got to look into this right now. Purchasing players isn't really the biggest concern for CDC franchises. If anything, it's growing players, having the patience, really. Last year, we saw a lot of mental hiccups, some behavioral issues coming in really around the top end across all three regions of CDC. Certain players didn't have the patience, the time, the commitment really to get to the top level, and the ones that did in fact see and stick through the top 8 and, even won. But in particular, I think the best thing that they could do personally is evaluate internally as to what they want to do and where they want to go. Do they even want to go into Cold War next year? Do they really want to pick up a franchise even after that? A set team even after that? There's a lot of big questions on the business side of things if you're an organization when I go into CDC, but entering tournaments, I'm pretty sure the first 2K or 5K or 1K, whatever the first tournament is, usually happens 2 weeks after the game's released. But just keep an eye out for that and get involved, because that really is the route to going pro in this industry.
Now, for casters, I think I've heard a few rumors, and I'm not sure. I don't think you can even confirm them. I can't confirm them, but I've heard rumblings that our boys in Shift and Austin are going to be given an opportunity to be working with the CDC in terms of casting these side events away from the CDL. And how excited would you be if these were then confirmed, to hear that these kind of guys are getting the opportunity, that they do deserve, right?
I'll be overjoyed, over the moon. These are two of the best in the business and close friends of us. But they were CDC casters last year, so I don't really see why they could come up and do it again. They have got all the tools in the box to do it. But I think looking more into it, the casting industry itself is looking a little shallow with some losses last year. But, it brings through more talent. When one door closes, another door opens. And there's a lot of doors opening for those two in particular.
Yeah, and I know for me and you, we're both trying our hardest to continue to, jump up the ranks in the amateur Call of Duty League for casting. And so we're going to be trying to jump onto a lot of different opportunities, and we might potentially be back here with the ALG League if we do get re-signed up for the ALG League come Cold War. Now, when it comes to the ALG League moving forward, I know it could be a potentially touchy subject. I know for some of the viewers out there, they definitely have a ton of questions and they have a ton of input to give the league. But what sort of input can you maybe give the league? And I'll probably say a few of my points as well to kind of improve the overall experience for the teams as well as for the viewers. What can we change? What can we upgrade?
What can we upgrade?
Not us necessarily, but what could the league upgrade?
I don't know. It's down to the viewers. We've been pretty good so far. I'm pretty communicative, but I think a lot of things for first go aren't too bad. It's just thing on Cold War is, but I think some formats could be adjusted maybe.
And
That's about it.
And do you how excited? Okay, I think we've already touched on this too previous series ago in playoffs, but how excited are you for Control to be back in the three competitive game types? I am absolutely over the moon excited for Control, my dude.
Yeah, but it's not uplink, It's not uplink, so I don't know why you're giving me that false hope.
Yeah, that makes sense. I could understand that completely, but not Cold War, but Control. I feel like it's such a fun game type, and definitely one, in my opinion, I'm gonna enjoy casting over instead of Domination. That's just, I don't know, that's just me. Like, I don't know if it's just me, but like when I went to pubs back when I was, first finding out about the game and playing Call of Duty for the first times, like Domination,
your 30s, yes.
Domination really just got stale for me super quick, and I just liked TDM. I really liked what was it? Kill Confirmed when they came out with that. I really enjoyed Headquarters back in the day as well. And Capture the Flag. I liked playing, game modes that didn't have like a sort of like a, what's it called? That didn't have a stationary objective. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just like that aspect. With Capture the Flag, there's a moving person holding the flag. With Hardpoint, there's movement of and Headquarters. The point moves, so you have to readjust, reposition. So.
Chase, with that, I just don't really think Domination really was enjoyable to watch. Yes, it was beautiful and well organized for the most part, without the spawns being broken, but it just wasn't enjoyable to watch, and that really is the entertainment value of this industry. You got to consider that whenever you're thinking of creating competitive game mode for Call of Duty audiences. That's all I can tell you. But heading into the game shortly, I do believe me and Chase are going to run a very quick ad. We shall see you all very, very shortly for the first map.
Yeah. Don't go anywhere, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the match you've all been waiting for. This is ADS Gaming up against Team Violence, your heavyweights, clashing for the title, and unfortunately, one of the players on the side of ADS Gaming did not join the right team. So we are going to restart this one. Oopsies. So we'll get you guys back in here in a moment. So give it a second. We're going to go to a quick ad break. When we are fixed up, we will bring it back to you guys.
Yeah, Chase, you know on the caster settings you can change the names, and you go in the game as well. You know on the let's try it again. Okay, well, fuck, Chase. Could you just do me a favor? When you go into the caster settings, could you you see where it says violence, like the team color and stuff? Change the text to a luminous yellow instead of a white. It looks really good. It looks like Vire's actual logo, and you can read it. No, that's fine, but yellow will do. The yellow text. Whack the yellow text. Yellow and yellow looks really good. You can read it. It's a luminous yellow. There's a dark yellow on the background canvas. Look. Just the lightest yellow. It looks pretty easier to read. And I've put ADS on a Torino red. Which one? Yeah. Yeah. Let's just go, shall we? Let's get it going. Roll it. When the lobby starts up on this setting, on, you know, CDL settings, no one can join. So just get it rolling. Throw us in when the game actually starts rolling. We'll go straight into commentary. Go. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's get things rolling right now and away. It's going to be ADS versus Team Violence right now. And with ADS on this favoured defensive side, Violence are looking a little bit more comfortable though through the middle. Trey's going to go in though, 3 dead, all on the side of Violence, or should I say ADS Gaming. We should be seeing more or less players try their hardest to actually get through here. But again, the routes are looking a little bit more stiffer on and around the P1, and it's going to be points now in favour of ADS Gaming. We are now going to be seeing them move around a little bit here, but still sporting up so far out, Chase.
Yeah, it is. That's exactly what's happening is right now, Alu, though, on that 4 streak, he's going to be playing that rock position, and he's doing it to a T right now, getting these players down and helping his players also get onto that point to grab more time. But unfortunately, that's going to have that that's gonna have the back opened up, and now ADS Gaming are gonna get the opportunity to go in there, and now it's gonna be ADS Gaming just playing for the retreat right now to hold off for those spawns for P2. Now, Connie, Team Violence, they lost those spawns. How did that happen? Who were the problem childs on the side of Team Violence that gave it up?
Well, I'm pretty sure right now they're going to regain here and take things over for the P2, but I couldn't actually pinpoint anyone in particular trying to make them, well, dare I say it, tough. But now, Violence themselves, second up round of P1, in fact, getting scrap on the getting scrap on the P1 and still the P2 now. Very, very lethal indeed. But now, as they get time for a 20-point lead here, Violence are going to opt to chill. ADS are going to push around Water Tower. We don't really see breaks from the back. Usually headbutts from the front on this hill because of the cover on that door. But G right there going to go high. He gets taken down by Kalua. And now, as far as things are looking, we are going to be seeing what we like to call near enough complete control here, as Violence are going to hold it and just, well, dare I say it, get some contests off in this P2. P3 setup is going to happen really early, Chase, it looks like.
Yeah, right now the rotation's coming on over from the side of Team Violence because they were unable to grab much time on that hill from ADS Gaming on that P2 after ADS Gaming swept up those spawns. And right now you're going to have August playing this long range with his AR in a cheeky spot right here. And the rest of his teammates are going to go into back and forth gunfights here. Naruto, he's going to find himself a two-piece. But the rotation comes through. The hill is going to get hopped on first by August. Now I'm waiting for some reinforcements. The reinforcements aren't there quick enough as he gets taken out. The action is still continuing to unfold on top of that hill. We're trying to get a POV of somebody there. Now we're going to jump on with Opposing, who's going to be watching the players that sort of overextend towards this point from the side of ADS Gaming. As now he's going to get caught out. He's going to lose his spot, but gets 2 kills in the process there. Well, Don, he's going to jump on into that point, say hello. How do you do to Swish and to Alu and take him out? And that is going to be Dawn getting taken out in the end by a Killua in a nade here. But ADS Gaming, they break through that hill, contest for a while, and grab some time.
Well, the contest coming in right now is going to be very, very important for ADS trying to get some points back right now. But looking at the P4 setup, they're going to spawn all the way out in P5. And with a 4-man push all the way through Forest and Green Ramp, the heads are going to drop. And the one player there, Swish, is going to try his hardest there to get some kills on the board. And he gets a nice, crucial 2-piece there to get a favorable P4 setup here and initial. Frankie Woods, my son, trying his hardest, holding down the hill. No one's going to touch him as ADS are going to swarm it now, Chase, and take over.
The swarm is in, and it looks like ADS Gaming are going to be feeling a little better. Well, not really, feeling worse for wear, but Killua, he's going to be hanging out around that point. He's been the pointman for the side of ADS Gaming in terms of kill time, and he gets himself a 2-piece. That was big for him. Getting 3, actually, but it was broken up. And Killua's finally going to get broken up off that point as Opposing and Alu rip away 2 players from ADS Gaming from that point, like children getting taken away from their parents sent to an orphanage. As Team Violence is being sort of put on the back pedal here by ADS Gaming, but still holding in here, Connie.
Holding in there, definitely my son, but as far as points are going to be spread across the board, it's going to be, well, dare I say, ADS on the back foot, Violence setting up outside and around, and inside the P5 right now, but August is going to be your guy right now, who literally is just chilling right now. He's not really going to contest anything, but he's getting positioning right now. Information for players on ADS is crucial, because this hill is tight-knit, and every player needs to make their moves count and their gunfights happen. Because Killua right now will be seeing a player, and Opposing has found his way inside the hill. Opposing right now on a free spree, going to try and break through, and he gets the hill. Beautifully done there by Opposing and Swish as they take over and regain. Violence now looking very, very, very dire, spawning it way, way, way far out.
Now it's ADS Gaming spawning out, but Connie, this action on the point, the back and forth action, both of these teams seem to have shown at least on 2 occasions now, or 1 occasion for each team here, that they can break a hill. We saw P5 just now being broken by Team Violence in a scrappy way, but still broken for the time. And then ADS Gaming were able to break that P2 and take it away from Team Violence. So both teams showing up when their backs against the wall and they're not given the hill to start it off. And we're seeing a lot of comfort coming out from both these teams when it comes to their ARs, as they're putting in a ton of effort and ton of work here. Aim sitting atop of his team, and over on the other side, you're looking at Alu putting up crazy numbers over for his team, but he's going to be rocking the submachine gun on this one, and he's going to get himself the 2-piece. That was massive. He gets taken out by a nade from a cop as we're on with him. He kits himself too in the action to answer Alu's. And that's going to be ADS Gaming stemming some of the bleeding they saw coming off of P5. As they're continuing to grow their lead, ADS Gaming are also going to be looking to play for that P2 spawn, Connie.
P2 spawning deep right now because Violence are setting up for their favorite hill in any hardpoint. It's going to be the P2 on that gun runner, and again, as ADS push through the middle here, they're looking to really ram raid and get everyone out, but no, it's going to be Killua last alive inside, and he's going to win, I do believe, the majority of gunfights here. Last one that's taking place, but August is still alive on the outside. He finds a quick two-piece there and drops himself, but Violence, again, getting initial, and only going to be a little difference here right now, because it does look, though, for the most part, ADS, well, dare I say it, they are looking still at a deficit. They actually lead down the P5, but, you know, again, we're seeing a lot of switching, a lot of baiting at the moment. Dom right now going to control the front. Players around and, well, near the outside and side doors. Although, one player to push through is going to be August. He's going to push through and try and get some control here all across, and he's going to contest for the very majority of the 30 seconds here. Does, in fact, win the hill, and ADS regain it, but only just, Chase.
Yeah. Opposing in the mix of all of that chaos, I forgot to mention he did get himself a 6-kill streak before dropping. Absolutely massive for him, but unfortunately his team just not able to find success in the points off of that as his hard work goes unrewarded. As ADS Gaming still finding themselves in this lead, looking really comfortable going into this next hill, even comfortable in a setup sense right now as they have themselves the collection of it as a cop gets himself a massive 3-piece in the mix. The hill continues to stay red, and the yellow player is now going to be spawning back here, and this is definitely a punishable spawn here. As, you know, behind in points, they're going to have such a long rotation over to this next hill, but now they're going to get to spawn out for this P4, and that might be able to change things for them going into P4 for a little bit of comfort and a little bit of confidence, but right now that confidence is dwindling as we're going to see that gunfight being won by AIM in the middle of the map, and he's going to go to play for those route players, taking them out, and ADS Gaming get a flawless hold on this P3. That is massive, Connie. That might just be the dagger in this in the coffin.
The dagger in the coffin, or should we say the nail in the coffin for this instance right now. Hackop right now, a little free spree here, 27 and 19, as well as the rest of ADS right now, really taking control and getting a massive 90-point lead here. It's going to be difficult for Team Violence actually to try and break through and get something going. But, you know, ADS doing what they're doing, well, did yesterday. They're just sort of running through them, you know. Nothing's really stopping them right now. Every strategy that Violence had from, well, the majority of the grand finals seems to be found out the window right now. They're just going to try and opt for early setups. But now, as they do win a very important 40 seconds here, Violence are going to try and hold it as ADS break through cold.
Yeah, and on top of this, Swish still on a 4 streak. And we saw Swish do wonderful things for the side of Team Violence in that Domination win when he got hot, man, and he dropped a massive 3-piece. That actually helped open that game up for them to get that win. And, you know, when he's streaking, that could be a great sign for the side of Team Violence then. Shows that one of their players is feeling a bit more comfortable. And AIM, he's going to take away some comfort from Swish right there, taking him off that map. And the ADS team, they're going to be pushing into this hill, but gee, he's going to have something to say about it, along with August right there, getting a massive kill on Naruto right into the face. And Swish gets heated up as well in the mix, getting himself 2. I'm trying to get to a POV, getting a 3rd one right there with his AR. Is able to dip into boxes before getting taken out. Maybe he'll find himself some more kills. He might find himself Dawn if Dawn looks to move out here. But now he's going to hear a few players off to his side. He's going to catch one. He doesn't catch the second player as he's going to get taken out here. But now Alu going to try to catch more. But he bites off more than he can chew. And he's going to end up getting taken out in the mix. As number 5 is going to be playing on the point alone. Number 4 is going to jump on in. That's going to be Swish. So August and Swish down. The scrap time going to go the way of ADS Gaming now for the time being. Unfortunately, the scrap time not going to continue to go the way of ADS Gaming. As now it's going to be Team Violence playing for this next hill. Because they need to get as much time as they can off of it, because the side of ADS Gaming could win off of this next hill, but right now Alu not missing a beat right here, not missing a bullet. as he's able to line up those shots with his submachine gun there to catch that player. As Naruto's now in the back here, he's going to get pinched up on top of this roof awning. He's not going to be wanting to be there, as ADS Gaming is going to find some comfort on this hill. They're going to find some points on this hill, and Connie, this could be the map that they find on this hill.
This could be another ADS whitewash here, really taking Gunrunner to Team Violence. But again, as the contests are going to come in, it's going to be ADS closing out here. But then again, G with the AR looking to stop that and really get some control here across the forest. But then again, Violence are only going to get shut down as ADS break through water and through forest. And we're going to be seeing a very, very hard fought scrap here. 30-point difference though. If ADS can actually get flipped out here, this will be huge for Team Violence. However, ADS are splitting up and not really taking things as a team, you know. You'll be seeing number 5 and 3 here. Alu and August right now chilling inside, because Killua right now will be spotted and he will be taken down. ADS, I do think, are flipped out nearly. No, well, that's not true at all. Number 6, AIM, to play a really key role here right now and trying to break through the back. But then again, it's going to be down to Alu right now to keep things down to the T. Unfortunately, it looks as though ADS are well near enough inside this hill, and they could win it here. I think ADS are indeed inside the hill. Number 5, they're shut down, and they have got it.
What an absolute oh, wait.
Oh,
and they do get it.
Indeed.
The contest
ADS.
is just a fraction of a second too late, and ADS Gaming are going to get this one 250 to 210. What another... I think I have to say this was another close one. It was showing whitewash signs, but for it to still be a 200-point scoreline to a 200-point scoreline, I think in the end, this is one that both teams can be proud of showing, but definitely ADS Gaming coming off of that one. Hakop dropping a 39 bomb, nearly a 40. That is massive for his team. That is, you know, that is hot tamales, my dude.
Well, definitely, Chase. However, you got to consider this. For some reason, ADS have hit an amazing switch here. They've gone from getting 3-1 to just showing up consistently now. 1-0, heading off into the S&D as well, which is, again, a really dominant game mode for them as well. It really is sort of like, can you look further into the dom and see what's going to happen, Chase, almost?
I want to say that Domination is going to be favoriting Team Violence, though, because they were able to show up and get a dom win on Gunrunner when they played it the first series. They played each other. But Search and Destroy, St. Petrograd, this is going to be that one that I think that maybe we could see Team Violence squeaking the win streak breaking Search and Destroy out of. Because St. Petrograd, Search and Destroy, me and you both know it's a completely different beast than a lot of the other maps, and it can be a lot more, I feel like, confusing, and there's a lot more you know, it's super gunfight based and trade based when you go over to that one bomb site in the courtyard over by apartments. I forget if it's A or B. I think it's B, right, Connie?
Almost B. But then again, I think A is the favoured side of things when it comes to Petro S&D. Now, Chasey, can we very, very quickly cut to a not even 5 minute break, just a very quick ad break whilst we can get some water and get ready to load into the S&D.
Surely, Connie. So.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we load right now into Petrograd, one of the pretty parts of Russia, I'm assuming this is where this is set, we're going to just chillax and enjoy Chase, aren't we, right now? Because ADS still undefeated across Grand Finals and the whole league.
Why aren't you correct there, Connie? As ADS Gaming, we're gonna jump on with them. Actually, I want to jump on with the sniper. Oh my gosh, I can't get to Dawn sniper in time here. But Naruto's gonna get a nice nade right there. Same with a cop, but an answering nade comes through for a car bomb for on Naruto. As Alu's gonna get a kill as well in the mix. Let's see if I can jump in with some of the action men here. Looks like it's gonna the action man in particular is gonna be Alu who is playing alongside the bomb planner here. That's gonna be number 5 in August. This duo is one that is notorious across this league for being one of the strongest, especially when you look at the comfort that they have and all the time that they put in together as a team of 2 in S&Ds, in the GBs, and right there we see it all come to action. And Alu hard carrying right now. I think it's 3 kills for him already in this S&D, just starting things off the first round, Connie.
3 kills in the S&D. I mean, that's pretty impressive. At this rate, if it goes to around 11, he's got 33 kills, you know? But, again, we can all dream at some point in life. This is just one of those moments. Now, we are, however, going to be seeing something here a little more comfortable, and that in particular is going to be on board with Alu. Right now, of course, going to opt to push through, but Don there finds the first trade. Now, instantly at a disadvantage. Violence needs to try their hardest here to try and get some control, but with every single car exploding on the site, Alu is pushed up really far right now. He wants a player to his right as he ducks and dives. Players tagging him up and bagging him up, but Swish there finds the return. It's going to be a 43 in favor of Team Violence right now, especially in this round where, you know, Alu can really perform here at 4-0. Going to try his hardest right now to actually get some coverage across, but Naruto is going to chill there inside Little Room right now. Bomb's still active, but not being moved about. ADS really are pushed up against the wall here, Chase.
Oh, Alu, you sneaky man. He calls him out and watches that angle. Great work from him. He caught Naruto slacking here, thought the cover of the smoke would favor him. Instead, it doesn't. And now Killua, he shoots prematurely, giving away his position. He's going to find a kill in the process. Now, Alu, at range, is going to make that MP5 sing as he's going to get a reload in. Killua is going to be challenging more players here. In Swish, he's going to take him down. Now, Alu, in the 2 versus 1, playing, gets taken out. Killua potentially taking this whole round on his own in a 1 versus 3 here. As he's down to the 1 versus 1 with G. Can G clutch up here and make his way over to checking that bomb? He will, and he will maybe catch the kill. He will catch the kill with the pistol. OMG! The pistol comes through. Will he shoot any bodies? For added effect, there's a bit of respect being shown right now. What? The no bodies being shot. It looks like he popped Deddy for some reason. I don't know why. It might have shown that little thing, but he's going to look and he's going to get that diffuse. That's going to be an absolutely epic round, and this is 2-0 for Team Violence. I had said before this all that I feel like this is that map that potentially, if we're going to see that S&D record come to an end, it could be this one. This is that map, and Team Violence is showing that they have it. They have what it takes to win rounds in this.
Looking pretty hot off the break, but then again, this side, well, dare I say, this map does favor defense more than offense, and, well, for the most part. As far as ADS and the way that they're playing it, they've played some pretty poor offensive off the first 2 breaks, but don't defeat the purpose of the object right now, because Violence now needs to really, you know, return the favor here and take it to 3-0 if they want to stand a chance with taking that ADS, because ADS have got swing factor in their favor, and G there finds an initial and crucial first blood, but then again, Hackup trades it out on opposing. Now, it's going to be down to Hackup again. He finds a second there with the knife, butchers him straight out the shot, but there's Alu. He finds one.
Alu.
He finds a second. Alu. Oh my goodness. Will he find
Hackup is nasty.
On a 3, he's being very disgusting right now, and now it's going to be G left in a 1v3 situation, and ADS take a defensive round there, Chase.
Off of some beautiful ingenuity coming out with Hackup dropping his AR to the side and pulling out the knife and saying that I'm not afraid to slice and dice, as he jumps into the face of not Alu there, one of the other players on the side of Team Violence. I think it might have been opposing there. Yeah, it was opposing. He jumps into the face of opposing, knifes him up, and serves him on a silver platter, and practically serves that round on a silver platter as he got himself 3 kills in that one. Massive stuff. As now Team Violence looking a bit worse from where coming off of that one. It was a speedy round and one that was executed quite quickly with a lot of less deaths on the side of ADS Gaming. As now ADS Gaming, they're going to be the ones with the bomb. And they're going to be jumping into Courtyard here to try to get it planted, it looks like, as a lot of their players are going to be playing around that. Are the feet going to be spotted there? No, but Naruto's going to catch a cheeky kill. That's going to be the opening kill that potentially ADS Gaming needs to get into Courtyard and feel some safety around it. As we're going to see the knife come out this time around from Alu, as he's going to use it to move around. Will he be ready for the player behind him? He hears the shots come out. He moves around. He pulls out his knife again. He's not going to get his gun out in time. Now G. What can G do as he has to rotate around from top of restaurant here? He gets sniped out by Dawn, who is reading him like a book on that rotation, and ADS Gaming has read themselves a round here. Not a nursery rhyme, not a novel, but a round that ties things up 2-2, Connie.
Well, right now, Killua looking very hot with the AR in hand. Not really doing too bad himself, but you know, I really did fancy, well, what I like to call violence getting around there, but prediction came true there. ADS really favoring the defense here, and now it's tied up 2-2. Chase, in particular, the snipers quality, it really has shot up since league play, because right now Don is doing pretty well for himself with the HDR in hand.
Yeah, but G, on the other hand, has done a little bit better in terms of the kills department. But I do see what you mean. Like, Dawn got a really crazy first blood earlier on in this one, and that has to go, you know, not unmissed, right? But right now, ADS Gaming are finding all of the first bloods, all of these kills unanswered as Swish is down in a 1 versus 5, and Killua gonna go off. He's gonna transform into... he's going to use his Killua special powers from the anime and take out his opponents with those lightning bullets. And there we go. That's going to be a round in the books. Once again, another chapter going over to the side of ADS Gaming. These book references, Connie, I hope you're enjoying them.
Well, trick shotting is definitely one thing to do in a grand final, but ADS have got comfort behind them. Again, they're swinging it right now. 3-2 lead for them in particular. But, you know, it really comes down to one thing. August right now has yet to see anything. He's yet to see a single kill on his tally, but no need to worry there. He is playing positions here around apartments, and dare I say it's trying and shut down ADS in full force. But then again, August does find a kill, unfortunately, on his teammate.
Of all people, too, it ends up shutting down the most impactful player on the side of Team Violence as well. That's Alu who falls to that nade. His duo... I hope they're laughing it off in comms. They can't let this get to their heads because the rest of their teammates, the rest of their teammates really need the comms to be kept open and positive here, even though they did lose a player in the mix. But we're going to see a stack over by water, and Hakop's going to find Swish with the MP5 at range, taking down that MP4, showing us that the MP5 still, with all the nerfs that it had to deal with, is still one of those guns that just you can't underrate here at long range. And we're going to find Killua getting a massive kill there, but August trading it out. That is big. That's a trade out on the bomb carrier, and that's a 2 versus 2. They know I don't know if they know the bomb's down, but Hakop is going to find a kill there, steal a kill off of G here. And now, what's going to happen here? The bomb is down right there. 1 kill gets found. Will the second one get found? It does get found! The 2-piece comes in. August showing us that the fall has come. And that's the fall of ADS Gaming in that round, as August puts them away, ties things up 3-3. Big ups to him. And Connie, that was definitely a bit of a collapse from ADS Gaming in the 2 versus 1.
Well, we did say before the match, if Violence want to stand a chance of winning this, they have to get an S&D off of ADS Gaming and need to take, you know, some comfortable respawns there coming up. But, you know, it really comes down to one thing in particular right now. Certain plays really are making things work, but Killua 10-3 right now for ADS Gaming. He's looking a little bit exceptional as well, Chase. Positioning himself around it. I'm pretty sure he hears 2 players pushing through the mid here. If his headset is cranked up far enough, opposing is going to peek right now. And again, as he peeks right now, opposing has got the favourable advantage right now. But then again, Alu comes with the huge pinch, and there we go. First blood going in favour of Violence. And now we're going to be seeing him rotate through to B. But ADS are tracking back. Number 9, Don, is in charge of tracking back and keeping things under control as he goes for the hardest trap of his life. It's so hard. I'm pretty sure even he doesn't know how really difficult this maneuver is to pull off. but opposing himself will be caught in line of sight. Don will miss a shot, and he is going to be infoed. Now number 5, August, in charge of taking him out. And I do believe that he will have that chance right now. So therefore, it's going to be a 3-3 situation. Mob in hand of opposing. Does one thing, Violence still have got a bit of a chance at it. Well, chance here, Chase, but look at ADS. They're spreading around, and Hackop finds 2.
It's all going to be up to August here. He was able to make the 1 versus 2 happen, but does he have the magic to make a 1 versus 3 happen, including a bomb plant? That unfortunately, I don't believe that's not going to be on the cards for today, as he's going to run through the open here, maybe make his way over to A like a sneaky snake or something. But it looks like he's going to get, his position's going to get called out. He's going to have to jump on this bomb to get the plant. The time's not going to go through. As he's going to go for the plant, he's going to get taken out. And that's going to be another round going to ADS Gaming. And you can't keep giving them rounds. You had a 2-0 lead, Connie. They had a 2-0 lead.
On defense. On a defensive favored map. So, you know, it's like me saying, oh yeah, we got a first 460 off of hacking P1,
well,
you know.
Both teams were able to win offenses and defenses here on this side to get to the score point that we have right now. Everybody in chat, besides the ADS Gaming fans, mostly rooting for underdogs here, as Team Violence, even though they're used to being the favorites, are indeed coming into all search and destroys up against ADS Gaming as underdogs. And right now,
every team in the league though, Chase, wouldn't you agree?
Pretty much. And opposing is going to get a big kill here. August, he gets rid of his donut in a great fashion a few rounds ago, as Alu's going to work in here with opposing and the rest of this team to try and get these kills to go their way. They're going to find a player retreating out the door. He gets tagged up a bit before that happens, and Alu's going to get taken out from a nice snipe from Don, but he's going to get taken out in the process. Alu still alive, going 11-5, absolutely jiving out here, and it's going to be a 2 versus 1 now with AIM. He's going to be playing the AR alone here, having to also plant. He's essentially playing in you know, the position we just saw August in before, but in this situation, you know, it's a 1 versus 2 instead of 1 versus 3, so it's a lot more doable. Now, he's going to need to pick up that bomb, but he looks like right now he's looking to play kills instead of picking up that bomb. Now, do they know the bomb is down in that opening? I believe we see one of the players pre-aiming it. There are shots that come through. He peeked him out. He peeked him out. They know where he is now. Stop. You don't need to keep challenging that. Alu, you're tempting fate here a lot.
Fire. He's playing with fire.
He indeed is playing with fire here, as the kills are going to try to come through in a quick fashion. They just need to play time here. The clock is on their side, and that's going to be the round. Going the way of Team Violence, like you said, defensive-sided map. Well, it was also a defensive-sided advantage for the side of Team Violence in the 2 versus 1, and, you know, they were able to get it done, Connie, in great efficient manner. Now, Connie, going into this next round, who do you think, you know, it's defense, so you think automatically ADS Gaming is going to win this one?
Maybe. ADS though are going to split up right now. They're going to send 2 mid, 2 A, and 1 right now pushed up all the way into P5. This definitely favours the flank right now from River to try to go for a B push, but in the route he finds the first blood. Now as ADS look to rotate and try and get some control here in mid, the 2 in A are just going to really, you know, sit back and watch for a flank. That means one thing right now. So if ADS push out, Alu's going to take care of him. But, you know, it comes down to one thing in particular. That's going to be Don and Hackop right now. Their positioning is a little bit more comfortable. So you have one right now just chilling in mid, but as Hackop just chills, doesn't need to push out until something happens, but then again, Killua finds another player right there. 5v2, Alu and Swish trying to take them all down, but Alu there, he finds one in the middle. No business to really worry about here. But as he infos, Killua is now got, well, he's left in position right now, really, just to take them both out. As now Hackop has been called and infoed, he's now going to go and push through blue here. He will not probably, actually, I think he might see Alu, but Alu will see a player down here. He will find the kill. And now as he speeds things up and picks his tempo up through the middle, he's going to get taken down. Swish now, bomb in hand, wrap it round to A. This is nothing that we haven't seen before, but, you know, all Violence need to do is get it down. But look at it right now. ADS just have to peek a bomb site, and the second it goes in A, those red arrows are just going to run straight to it. And look at it right now. We're going to be seeing people try their hardest, but look at this right now. As Swish chills inside of apartments, it's going to be the first player to meet him in charge. And now, as AIM finds Swish, 5-4, ADS Gaming.
I believe the body shots have come through, Connie.
Yeah, they are being very aggressive, man.
This is ADS Gaming really taking a massive round off the board here, and this, we're now we're gonna have to see Team Violence. If they win the defensive round the next round, they have to then win an offense the following round in round 11. That's gonna be absolutely terrifying. They have to win 2 back-to-back rounds for Team Violence up against this ADS side that's shown so much proficiency throughout the league in Search and Destroy. Undefeated record, like we've said time and time again. Are the cards going to go the way of Team Violence in the end? Right now it's not. Right now it's not looking so. It's looking bleak. But Alu, in the end, he has put up a masterclass in terms of the score for himself, going 13-7. If you're going to reward any player on the side of Team Violence for the performance, it has to be him. And over on the side of ADS Gaming, Killua and Hakop bringing to us a great showing of not just kills actually. You're looking at really great positioning as well across the board and patience in a few of the rounds. Hakop, I'm really trying to jump onto his POV because it looks like he's going to be the closest one to getting into the next engagement here, unless obviously a long-range engagement comes through from a player crossing through trains here, as that's going to be the next engagement that comes through. I hop over, I catch that right in time with the camera. Great work from Chase, as right out there comes the blocks of Hakop, as he's going to find one. Opposing's going to find a second. Make that 3 for Opposing. Let's get on with this, man, as he might close down this map. Hakop left in the 1 versus 3. He might catch Opposing. Oh my gosh, he misses the man. The rat is able to make it out of the trap with the cheese and make it over to B. Wow, the COD timing on that one. As now the plant is going to come through. The retake is going to have to come through over by Flowers. That's the bomb site. And wow, it's a 3 versus 1 though. It is a 3 versus 1, but Hakop has been absolutely nasty. He has been absolutely nasty. Now this player on the flank, this is going to be number 4. Can he find the kill? That's going to be Swish. He spots him out by the car. He does catch the kill. That is Swish dropping the dong on the player. And that's going to be a round going over to Team Violence to tie things up at 5-5. Shoots him in the hands, practically saying, you have no hands. That's funny.
Well, that's one thing I'm going to say right now, because as we go into round 11, it has been definitely one of the more favourable S&Ds. Also could be quite tight. And I only say that out of the love and the pure fact that, Violence themselves, going to round 11, have actually ADS seen in round 11 before? I don't know.
I think ADS have seen them, but they've clutched it up. I think they've only seen 1, but they have seen the most, I believe, sweeps, 6-0s.
Let's see if they actually clutch up now, as ADS are looking to try and win it here. The setup is going to favour them, as Violence have got the offense. Now, sniper in hand, Naruto this time is just going to watch through every single lane, specifically going to be down to try and take care of Swish, which, again, Opposing is taking care of Swish, unfortunately, but Hakop is down. Now, this means one thing right now. ADS, their power slayer, their power man, their route man is now gone. How are they going to retake it? Well, look at this right now. Bomb is going to move, but look at number 8 right now. Killua, he's moving around. He's got control of apartments, and now as Violence are getting clocked off, Alu in a 1v4 situation. He finds one. The ADS take it. It's going to be a 2-0 lead for the boys. ADS Gaming.
Holy smokes, Connie. You couldn't have said it better myself, honestly. ADS Gaming, I think it all stems from that first blood, and then also team kill. It right there, that shows such a break under pressure from the side of Team Violence, as Opposing unfortunately isn't able to control his bullets and save his teammate Swish from dying in that situation. Probably sent the comms into a bit of disarray, and then in the end, off of losing another life from a great flanking Killua to take out, I believe it was August, and put the side of ADS Gaming up in lives. Everything just sort of fell apart. That last round was an absolute, crack of the nuts at the end of the day. That's what I want to call it. And going into this domination, this is a championship domination, not championship, but this is a, championship domination map that Violence and ADS Gaming are playing. ADS Gaming is playing for. Now, will that pressure maybe make it harder for them to come together and actually close it all out, Connie?
Maybe, but one thing is for certain right now, ADS are looking informed. They're not the underdogs anymore, nor were they ever the underdogs. But right now, let us know in chat who do you think is going to take it. Is ADS going to close it out 3-0, or are we going to be seeing Team Violence, come back here and reverse sweep? I don't know if it made the odds be ever in your favor, Jace. That's all I've got to say.
Yeah. Maybe the odds. The Hunger Games. I see what you did there. I like it. I hope you in chat also appreciated the Hunger Games, though there was a decent series. I don't know, but you, Connie, what do you think of that movie series?
Hunger Games was pretty good right now, but there was a lot of hunger to try and win the cash prize here, and ADS are going to close it out. We do believe right now, because again, look at the strength right now. Killer had an amazing S&D along with Hackop, who really is for some reason shining. I think it's quite interesting that Hackop is coming for this grand finals and taking over in the way that he has done. It's like a Conor McGregor-esque, appearance and takeover.
Connie, speaking of ADS gaming or ADS, we are gonna have to go into an ad right now as we look to solve some issues here with the technical stuff and get you guys all sorted up and ready for the next map in the series. After this quick commercial break, folks, we will be back with more action with ADS gaming, obviously, in the lead. What is up, ladies and gentlemen? We are back, and we're gonna be hosting a bit of a discussion right now between this second and third map. You could call it a little bit of a halftime show as we look to just kind of cover a bit of information, in regards to breaking down those first two maps right now. As we have a bit of a technical difficulty that we're resolving, we will be giving you guys that third map and potentially seeing if ADS Gaming have what it takes to sweep 3-0 the grand finals, the last series of it all. And they have also showed up big time to get to where they are today, right now in this moment, right, Connie?
Indeed. In fact, I actually watched back from a custom clip from when we very first started this back in September, and I've noticed when ADS played, I think it was with Dawn of Chaos, their first opening game, and we went into progress with the later Vast Unity, yeah, and we progressed on to the second series. I think it was KGK and 302 or blah blah. But I do remember saying that ADS, although it was bold prediction they were going to win this tournament, they're on the cusp now of winning this tournament, and very eerily prediction, very an eerie one, because when it's a month into this, you think things would change. Well, things definitely haven't changed for ADS. They're looking strong, still in the break. Violence, however, could use, dare I say it, probably a leg up, Chase.
Team Violence, they need a lot more than a leg right now. Like, they're missing a lot. The Hardpoint lackluster a little bit at the end. Their execution, especially in the middle. Actually, I want to say more so the middle and the beginning of that one, of that Hardpoint at the beginning. Just it wasn't. They got flipped twice. When it comes to spawns that they were able to originally lock down and get to that hill at first, they lost the spawn and then lost the hill. Those flips were catastrophic, and that's stuff that can't happen out of the first seed. This is going up against, again, might I add, the third seed. Even though they were coming into this all third seed, I think most of us, me, you, and a lot of the people in the chats throughout all of the playoff series had predicted, probably Vast Unity, given better seeding than what they really could perform at. And ADS Gaming were probably most likely the second seed going in our heads and in our minds. Even though Vast Unity were the ones that actually had it on paper, I still think at the end of the day, Vast Unity were more third or fourth. I think Authenti showed up a bit better than them actually in the playoffs. I actually felt like Authenti had a better running in with Violence than Vast Unity did against ADS. But ADS Gaming showing us why you can't doubt the lower seed in a grand finals up against the first.
Well, as far as seeding goes, it has actually meant, nothing leading up until now, But then again, we are going to be seeing more or less these players try and, trying to outcompete each other a little bit. Here we are seeing ADS, definitely get more confident with, going 2-0 up, but going to Domination, more or less the balance, the technicality behind it. We are, however, going to be looking more into, how can they really take it over here, Chase? How can they get a domination away from Violence? Because they've won the last, two in the series.
Right now, the takeover for the side of Team Violence it's gonna have to come from the comms at the beginning and end of the day. I feel like a team, their communication and their mental mindsets impact so much about what's happening. You know what I mean? Like, about how the game actually plays out. There's talent. There's gun skill. Both of these are showing that they have that. And at the end of the day, I feel like the better comms and better mentality is end up winning this one in the end. And that's what Violence needs to do. They need to reset and calm strengthened up and ready for this really tough domination ahead of them.
More than certainly, we're going to be seeing that. But I do think one thing is needed right now. We need to actually get into the lobby. Chase, now what's the update on that?
Right now, we have the players repopulating the lobby. We have the bot reworking and ready for everything. So it's just a matter of time.
You got to invite me. You got to invite me because I can't join the lobby.
Oh, it's just a matter of time, and then I'll everything set up here. As I'll get you into the lobby app here.
Beautiful. ASAP Rocky. We sorted right there. But, let's just get this underway, get the gameplay going, get the vibes flowing as well. Head into the third map, Gunrunner Domination. We've seen it time and time again. It's the exact same formula for every single one. How close are you to being? Can you hold it?
What are your thoughts on Gunrunner once again, Connie? Like, do you think that it's a good pick for Domination? Or
Well, for Domination, I've seen it so much, I'm so used to it now. I mean, Petrograd we had like yesterday, wasn't used to that at all. It was very relieving to see a new map come in, but I think the amount of Hackneys that I've seen as well, Hackney Yards, my god, I'm just glad to actually see a map that has a correct spawning system. That's all I
like
can tell you.
we've seen Hackney, we've seen St. Petrograd, and we've seen Gunrunner in the playoffs. I think we still haven't seen what's the other Domination map? Connie, do you have a fourth Domination map here?
No, free. Just a free. Petro, Hackney, Gunrunner.
Yeah. So we've actually seen them all, so it's gonna be
Let's just
interesting to
get
see
going.
what happens here. I'm gonna try and get this thing underway as soon as possible, folks. But again, apologize. Just a really teeny minor little ad break, and we'll be into the action. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here. This is potentially the championship point here for ADS Gaming if they can win this one. Let me get that score fixed up for you folks, as I have it wrong for a second here. There we go. Now we add that in. And the action is unfolding in such a quick manner right now, with ADS Gaming finding the fruits of their labor successfully rewarded here with that B flag off of those fast kills coming in hot from their players. And Connie, the action's big, the action's bold, and the action is coming in fast.
It really is coming in fast, my son. Like a 18-wheeler. It's going to hit everyone very, very hard, very, very shortly. Now, opposing to chill inside this vent right now, but as he finds the kill on Haycop, ADS are going to have the 2-flag gap right now, and as Violence are going to spawn up on C flag, making some moves over to A isn't a bad idea right now, because B is all in the opposing's hand right now. But looking at the way things are, ADS are going to swiftly retake that chase.
Yeah, right now, ADS Gaming, they're holding the flag that we all know is the one that you need to hold for that proper two flag cap to win this one. It's pretty much the first ingredient for the formula of success on Gunrunner Domination, and B flag, it shouldn't be your priority if you are the side of Team Violence, in my opinion. And Connie, I feel like you could probably say the same thing, right?
Sort of. I'm more looking into the fact of how Violence want to play it, because right now August again is having a serious lapse as he's not finding any kills early on, and this could be a real issue if ADS really want to take over and, you know, get some pressure going. But only with a 13-point lead here. I'm looking at ticks right now. Opposing is, however, finding some pressure. Early gunfights are going to happen, and Alu again is going to reach out it, and it looks as though, yep, that's going to be right. ADS lose the flag gap, but they are, however, going to be now on C, as AIM has wrapped all the way around to try and get some pressure off and to get these Violence players looking very rattled. And here comes the neutral now, but, you know, Chase, so far, it's looking really much in ADS's hands.
There was a moment right there. I don't know if you caught it up in the up in the mini map, but all of the arrows from the side of ADS Gaming were respawning over on the C flag side. So the players in the middle of the map from Team Violence, they really needed to just surge on into A and take over A, as it only had one player on it. That opportunity, obviously, is one that passed by untaken, and we're going to see the side of ADS Gaming once again catching Team Violence sort of slacking here, and Naruto is even going to get a fist bump in the action here, taking down Swish, as it was not a friendly fist bump. It was really just a fist bump to death there, as Naruto is going to get himself a kill there. He's at 5-5, doing well, growing a streak of 2 kills, maybe making it 3, but he's going to get cut out before he can do so. As now there's a bit of a push coming in. We're going to see Swish looking to make something happen over by B. Maybe a 1 versus 2, not going to go his way, as he catches one but only gets shots on the second one, as he gets cleaned up and eaten alive there, like the noises you were making there, Connie.
Scrumptious, mate. That really is going to be the final comment of that whole encounter. But again, ADS taking a nice 30-point lead here. Violence have not got a single flag to their name. They're just about going to retake C here, but, you know, a minute and a half left. ADS are going to lead at the half. And, you know what, Chase? Very, very strong from them. It is looking like Violence are a little rattled here, and we could be seeing them take home the grand $1,000 prize.
Yeah, at the moment, you know, you're looking at multiple factors coming in here. You're looking at momentum that ADS Gaming has coming off of 2 map wins in a row here. You're looking at the warm-up speed. It has just been a lot faster for the side of ADS Gaming to warm up into the domination, into a respawn following that search and destroy. And, you know, I want to say that amongst all of the allegations that came through yesterday and, you know, has been rattling around the players' heads, I feel like that might have been a bit of something that has been a bit hard for these players to really overcome and really get out of their heads going into this matchup today. And, you know, things like that happen, but at the end of the day, you need to perform, regardless on who you're up against. Right now, Team Violence is up against a brick wall, and they're not breaking that one down anytime soon, as the points are up near the 100-point mark going to this halftime. And, you know, Connie, the picture's practically painted by now.
Not really, my friend. It's only half paint. We've got 5 more minutes left of the map. But again, players like Killer right now at 16 and 5, 4 flag caps. He really has been running the show for ADS Gaming. Violence, however, can't seem to find any footing. It's your three players right there. Just not really getting anywhere. But then again, it really comes down to one thing. As you said, momentum is the key factor. And being, 50 points down at the half is not ideal at all. Although ADS did, in fact, have the good side on the first break. So let's see if Violence can take advantage here and have a very strong second half. But, Killer, man, what a player. He really has been showing off some serious Call of Duty talent, especially near, well, dare I say it, this B flag. But to go 16 and 4 at one point as well in the first half is just absolutely mental.
There aren't really any, nice words that I can really put. Not nice, but there's not too many, positives that I can really point out for the side of Team Violence other than the fact they were able to muster 50 points. We have seen a few teams actually get trounced a lot more aggressively and a lot more, dominantly in opening halves before. But we have had our fair share throughout the league, Connie, of comebacks. And right now, for it to be on the cards, that A flag is going to have to remain in Team Violence's hands. And they're going to be able to do so as they're going to be able to cut off the first advancements coming out from ADS Gaming as the 2 flag cap is going to come through. Right now, we're going to see opposing hiding in a corner here. Maybe looking to catch one player. Can he catch the second one? He does. Will he be able to fish for that third one? He's not going to catch that player. Swish is going to find it instead, poach it away, and same with Alu. As, fruits of the side of Team Violence are bearing from their plants that they were able to seed in the opening moments of this first half. And maybe we can see this lead extinguish here. But Dawn coming in hot with a nasty headshot in the background on a player not expecting it. ADS Gaming are up, but their lead's dwindling right now as Team Violence is doing a wonderful job actually shutting me up and making me eat my words from that from the ending of the first half, Connie.
Well, right now, we say this again, Violence have got serious technical abilities in the second half of Domination. But in particular right now, we're seeing players like Gene August find some footing. But, Alu especially is definitely finding some footing right now. He's in a little two-speed there, will drop, but he has gone from, I'd say, double neg now to about neutral, which is some serious talent. But again, Killua got 2 KD. He's got 2 KD, man. A whole 2 KD. And as far as anything's going to be said and done, ADS are finding some presence now through the middle here, and especially through B, as Hacker finds one in Boiler. He will find a second there, but there's Alu right now again, who jumps through, but Killua is going to be your guy to shut her down, as, Violence all died then. That was 5 skulls in the feed, and we're going to be seeing ADS Gaming retake. Now, as far as things are going to be said and done, 2 flags to the 1. ADS and Violence are going to get, but number 4, G, has spawned up on that C flag. Now, one thing is for certain, this is definitely going to rift some tension right now. But then again, as far as it goes, you can fry them all you like. But I think ADS, certainly are finding footing now. A very comfortable 30-point lead here. Violence, slowly climbing the mountain back. 2.5 minutes left. Ticks are now in favor of Team Violence chase, but who knows? They could take it here.
More ticks than a dog, and Team Violence doing look at that lead. It's been shrunk by so much, but still so much more to continue to have to eat through, as it's about a 20 I want to say 29-point lead there, less than that, as ADS Gaming are gonna make a surge on over to this point, but right now the lone player in the back is gonna get some reinforcements to come through. That's big, but unfortunately B flag is not gonna have reinforcements coming in from Team Violence. 1 player left trying to catch a few off guard here. That's going to be number 3 in August. Going to catch 1, but can't catch the rest, as B flag is going to get traded on over here. We're going to find kills, really big and important kills coming through for Violence, as they're going to be able to answer things up here. But number 4, once again, posing a threat for that C flag. But this big fight here in the back at A is going to... The player's going to drop. These kills are going to come through. ADS Gaming look like they swept over into A, and they're going to get the spawns to come. This is monumental, as ADS Gaming, they might have just stolen the game with this flag rotation here, and this retake of A here. And now we have a big couple gunfights coming through here for the side of Team Violence, as they need to win all of these to really stop the surge here. The points are getting close here. But right now, the action, it's relentless on this B flag. And it looks like for the time being, this side of Team Violence is holding on to these 2 flags. As ADS Gaming continue to have a lead here, but it is dwindling. And right now, we're going to see a big rotation coming out of the man himself in Swish. Will he be able to get a neutralization here? The points are not in favor of Team Violence. They need this neutralization and the triple cap to come through here. Mathematically, is it possible, Connie?
It is possible for now, but then again, as a trip cap comes in, it's going to be down to Team Violence again. All these players on ADS. It's going to be number 7, though. It's going to be AIM. He's going to be left all alone on A. They need the A and the C. They need to defend it right now, but I'm fairly sure.
That is it. The math has been done. The match has been done. And the series.
ADS, take it. Oh, my goodness. ADS have just won the $1,000 prize chase. 5 points to spare. I thought Violence had it. They were playing so well, taking off every single player and finding the retakes when needed. But no, it wasn't enough. That first half was just too strong. And ADS are crowned your 2020 ALG Masters League champions. And they walk away with everything, Jace.
They certainly walk away with a lot here. And especially, coming off of a 3-0, the back of a 3-0, that was absolutely epic. And Connie, what a pleasure to cast with you these matches today. It was absolutely insane, and we are going to be jumping on over to an interview shortly with the winners of this one. As holy smoke, Connie, what a.
Let's just go meet these guys, man.
As you guys can see, we're here, and you guys can see the little graphics up as well. As I'm gonna see if I can get on a bit, get an invite through for the players here to join up in our Discord. We're gonna have Connie's
face go away.
Face go away for the moments. As when we do get these players in, obviously they're gonna populate. Throw his camera into whack, unfortunately, but we are gonna get these players in, folks, for the interview. And I hope you guys don't mind if we go to a quick little ad break. Try and sort some of this stuff out.
Let's get this going. All right, let's head off into in-game.
You want to do in-game?
Yep.
What is up, everybody? We are back, and we are here with the bold, old, and the proud ADS Gaming champions of the Masters League. And Connie, What an absolutely stellar performance from these lads to finish things out 3-0.
It was pretty tight as well, going 1-0 down in the series, bring it back 2-1 to take home the $1,000 prize. It was something beautiful. Now, I'm pretty sure we got all of ADS Gaming here, in fact. We're seeing a lot of names in the Discord, but, familiar faces, of course. We're seeing Naruto, we're seeing AIM, we're seeing Killua. Things are getting very comfortable in here. Now, guys, let me ask you, how are you all doing?
Great.
Good.
Fantastic, man.
Okay. We're gonna need to hear that one more time. Okay, I feel like I'm a kid. I'm like that volunteer at a kid's birthday party that needs all the kids to cheer louder. You guys just won the Masters League. Can I hear a bit more excitement?
We're doing good.
Yes, sir. You know the vibe.
Okay, bless up.
There we go.
Bless up.
We do it.
Okay, so
Listen
listen up, okay? So this is the time when I'd like to ask you guys a few questions and pick you guys' brains about the success that you guys found today and throughout the entire league as a general. And then at the end, we'll obviously save, the best for last, the MVP of the league. So, Connie, you want to drop some first couple questions here?
Let's start off nice. Well, we know all these guys are doing good, but one thing in particular right now. So I'm really curious as to know your mindset really is to going into a grand finals. Now, of course, we spent a month playing this game, unconvincingly, playing Modern Warfare, and we've spent a lot of time as well getting to know really all 10 teams in the league. Of course, we knew that you guys were top 3 from just the first couple of games of actually watching you. More in particular, though, we were really interested to see as to what really changed from actual league play, so the first month in September, to playoffs, because we saw a bit of a shift in you guys. You guys looked okay, but not really contenders in the first month, but then after that, you just sort of took off and went undefeated on S&D, and it was something special. So I just sort of want to really look into and ask Aim and Naruto, because you two have stuck around for the longest, I'd say. Like, guys, what was your mindset going into grand finals?
My mindset, I think we all just stuck as a team, played well. We all just chilled, made sure nobody was gonna lose full mid game because Violence is a amazing team in this league. Give them props for coming all the way to the finals with us, and we just kept composure.
Lovely. And Naruto, what are your thoughts as well?
Oh, that was Naruto. I think Aim's the one next.
That was AIM.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Yeah, Aim's got a lovely voice. That's the issue you're forgetting. But as far as things are, I do think No Violence are looking well. They'll look pretty good in the first series, but unfortunately, ADS came out on top and have taken home the prize. Now, I want to really get to know Hackop right now. So Hackop came in the grand finals and sort of just ran it. Really, I don't know about you, but he looks very stellar. So Hackop, are you there, mate?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm happy to be here. Happy to come in clutch for the boys. I had a little bit of off time. That's why I just came in for the finals. Practiced with the boys a little bit. Got warm up. Played the best I could play. Slayed out. Got it done.
Do you have any experience before Hackop, before playing Modern Warfare? Because you just came in and took over in such a way. It was like,
No, definitely.
wow,
I've been playing.
play you.
No, I've been playing with these guys for a cool couple months now. The best team I've played with so far. Couldn't have done it without them, bro.
Now you guys have been answering a few of Connie's questions, and I think I want to jump in and maybe ask a few myself. And one really important one I kind of want to ask you guys is coming into this final series, underdogs in every mode except for the S&D. What was your strategy in preparing for these respawns to, take down the Titan respawn, the respawn Titans and Team Violence, who were looking very untouchable throughout the entirety of the league?
Honestly, we were just trying to beat up at least one respawn because I know we can get them in search, but it all planned out together.
Yeah, Domination was crazy.
Yeah, so Domination was one of the crazy ones. It was, I thought it was going to be the swing, but in the end, you guys ended up making it the Hardpoint. Now, your stats, Connie briefly touched on it, how rapidly you guys had actually, improved throughout the league to show up and take down all those other teams in the league. Now, looking back at the regular season play that you guys put forth. Is there anything that you guys want to say you guys would have wanted to improve? Is there a team that if you could go back, if you guys could fight or face off against right now, other than Team Violence, and you guys could fight off and maybe end things on a 3-0 better than what you guys did before, like a 3-1 or a 3-2, who is it that you guys would want to face?
That's
Who?
I think
Vast Unity.
Vast was the only. I think Vast Unity was the only team that kind of like gave us a challenge in this league. Besides,
I want my
No,
rematch with
Vernon
Atenti
was
because
the
we didn't have a
challenge.
good host.
oh yeah, actually yeah,
Atenti, we didn't have Atenti because we didn't have a good host.
Yeah, so there we go. We got a little bit of rivalries there. And my last question is, so you guys as a full team, right, of 5, you guys are going to be having to obviously downsize, go into Cold War.
Yeah.
What are you guys' thoughts around that? Have you guys already been kind of, racking your heads around it, giving it a hard look, or are you getting ready to still face the reality later on, and you kind of just look to keep your mind set on this league for up until today?
We're ready. We're ready. We're ready for
We
everything.
can't wait. This game is chalked. We've been waiting.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Connie, you got any more questions until we obviously highlight our man of the league here?
Only one more question, really, going into Cold War. I'm pretty sure, guys, we mentioned it at the very start of this broadcast that, challenges is going to change a lot. I'm not really sure if you guys have had any challenger experience, or none that I know of, unfortunately, because I'm not already looking all the time into the NA scene. But we're going to be having a lot of, things coming up. We're going to be having this 8-man, combine style thing happening in December, and we're going to have the Elite League happening as well. Obviously, giving you guys a chance to actually go to the next level up, potentially, and get things going. But as far as leagues, how have you really enjoyed your time with ALG, and will you come back for Cold War?
Most definitely. Yeah.
And are there another question is obviously going into Cold War challengers, are there any teams out there or players out there in the challenger scene in NA that you guys want to take down or have an opportunity to fight against the most?
Team
Nuclear. Team Nuclear.
Team Carnage.
Oh, shoot. Oh my lord. Okay, Team Carnage. Holy, the confidence on this one. Okay, so now
Sir.
we have to obviously highlight the man of the entire league, and we heard a bit from him at the beginning here, answering some of the questions, and not really a massive surprise coming out of yesterday, where it was all left to Alu having to actually win man of the series if Violence won today, to have topped him. Literally, if any other player on the side of Team Violence won today and they won, we still would have been giving the player of the league trophy over to the man, the myth, the legend, AIM, our most consistent player in this entire league, winning not 3, not 4, but 5 series MVPs throughout the entirety of playoffs and regular season league matches. So congratulations, AIM. Anything you want to talk about your success, your practice regimen, things like that, people you want to thank for, being able to get this title today, this award?
Well, first, I thank my team for sticking with me the entire time, keeping my composure, and just talking every day about what we could fix and everything. I believe this team is gonna blast off into Cold War for real. I don't even want MVP. The whole team is the MVP, to be honest.
Okay, and then tell it, Connie, I think you want to ask one question, a really, really important one, and something about the gun choice, right?
Yeah, the Ram.
Oh,
I
the
thought
Ram.
I thought you were a little wannabe Haggy with the Ram the entire time.
I
you were
hate
just
it when
sort
he
of...
uses the Ram.
I've not seen the Ram before over here, but it's used all the time over there, and I just didn't know it was so viable, really. But in S&D, in a Hardpoint, even up close, you were just pulling it out and just being very casual with it. I just want to know really as to, how you sort of influence your style, and who really in the scene would you compare yourself to with that sort of, presence.
Yeah, so I started off with the M4 the entire time, most of the time, but I used to run the Ram 24/7, and I came into this and I used to try to do gunfights against other people, like M4 to M4, and I just couldn't get my shots like aimed down sights fast enough against them. So when I pulled the RAM, the gun shot much quicker than the M4. It feels like I had a faster time to kill. The recoil on it is way better than the M4, and it's the laser beam. You just can't do anything against it.
Oh, I know what you mean. As an AR myself, it definitely is normal seeing the M4 as a god gun, but the Ram's only a little bit less powerful, but you don't even notice it, to be fair. Bear in mind, it's online COD, so anything really can happen, depending on the day.
Now, last but not least, any words that all of you guys as a team want to say to your staff over at ADS Gaming and your supporters of ADS Gaming?
Yeah, shout out to Chaos, founder,
All right.
owner. Like, we couldn't be here without him, for sure.
I love you, ballhead, Tommy.
Yeah, Tommy, for sure.
I love all y'all.
Shout
I
out
love
to
my whole
Tommy.
team.
Shout out to the team. Love the team. Shout out to the fans. Everyone supporting us.
Shout
Thank
out
you
to
very
my
much.
family. Shout out to my uncle that taught
Shout
me
out to
Call
the
of Duty.
haters, too.
Okay,
Shout out
speaking
to the casters.
speaking about speaking about shoutouts, okay. You guys were home not just in this grand finals to one of the craziest series or multiple series in a row in the playoffs, but you were also home to the biggest rivalry I think in this entire league, and that's team violence up against ADS Gaming. Any messages you want to say to team violence going into Cold War right now? This is where you guys get to drop it all on.
Good luck.
Yeah, good luck to you guys in Cold War. You guys should lower your egos because I think you guys have been nervous this whole finals. So keep your ego down next time. Don't be talking shit before games.
Sheesh.
Well,
I don't know. I hope we can scream in Cold War.
Team Violence is definitely a great team. Definitely solid. You know, shout out to that one player, Alu. You know, he's a phenomenal player. His flicks, his movement is very fluid. And yeah, man, huge shout out to him too. If anybody want to be the MVP on their team, is Alu.
Chase coached him. He won't let it go.
I didn't say anything. You said it. You said it. You said it. No. Okay. Thank you guys so much for everybody tuning in. Thank you once again, ADS Gaming, for the interview and for bringing us this amazing, tournament run, this league run, that we were able to commentate over. And we appreciate all of you guys for what you guys were able to do today.
Thank you guys.
Thank you guys for the opportunity.
Now, speaking about thank yous, as the team exits our call, we're gonna just make sure to send some love one last time to the tournament organizers, people who made this happen behind the scenes. Connie, you know who that is, right? You want to name them for us?
Big Ray, ALG Ray, the man in charge. He has been very, very cordial, very, very beautiful, understanding, and a great overall owner of the league, making sure things ran smoothly tonight and every other day of this league actually happening. He'll get our credits and our full love and respect, and dare I say it, a big kiss from me. But it definitely is one of the more nicer things to see, as well as the whole LG staff involved, as well as moderators, admins, tournament, and league, moderators themselves, and me and you on production. It's really come from the top to the bottom.
Yeah, and without Ray's work, we wouldn't be here where we are right now. And obviously, we have to also thank these people behind the scenes that I know we don't talk about really at all. But that's going to be Bill and Fear, who were the two right and left hand men for Ray throughout this whole league. And we couldn't have done it without them. And then we thank everybody also for, thanking us, the casters, producers of this league's, visual content, video content for you all. We couldn't do it. We couldn't be here, day in, day out, with the enthusiasm and levels of enjoyment that we bring without you guys, showing us your support and showing us all the patience through it, all the technical difficulties. Right, Connie?
Most certainly. Things are looking up and things are looking bright. That is just something that we love to see.
Now, everybody keep an eye out for more information about Cold War and the leagues to come with that, the tournaments to come with that, with the ALG League Twitter. And obviously, if any of you guys are massive fans of us, the casters, we do appreciate it if you guys want to drop those follows and keep an eye on our Twitters as we announce where we might go to continue casting in Cold War. As still, working on a few different plans, a few different opportunities, and looking for, ways that we can throw our flair in, right, Connie?
Most certainly. All freelance, all love, and fingers crossed we see me and Chase cast Challengers tournament soon.
Oh,
this
that would be quite
optimistic.
spicy. But we will see you all in the future. Have a good evening. Have a good night. Arrivederci. Adios.